Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As I promised in the last lesson, now we are going to do some programming in order to make these circles rotate. Unity gives you the options to code in JavaScript or C#. C# is the more powerful language, and I personally think it's a bit more easy than JavaScript. So let's go ahead and create a new script in the scripts folder. We'll call the script rotate1, since we are going to have another script to rotate the other side. To open up the script in Visual Studio, simply double click it, and it should open pretty quick. If you have never done any coding in Unity, the start method is where you type the code that's going to be executed only once at the beginning of initiation, and in the update it's going to be the code that's gonna be executed every single frame. So we can go ahead and delete this start method since we are not going to use it. We need to assign a speed variable. First, let's say it's going to be public so we can edit it from the Unity editor. It's going to be a value of float, and let's call it speed. For start, let's say it's going to be 50 float. The F after 50 indicates that this is a float value. A float value is basically a value with a decimal point. It doesn't have to have a decimal point, basically this is the same number. In the update method, we need to write some code that will actually make the object move. It will only move the object to which this script is attached. We need to access the transform of that object. So let's type in transform.rotate vector3 dot, and now we type in the direction we want it to rotate. It's going to be either back or forward. Let's say it's going to be back now. Then we need to enter the speed of the rotation. We already have a value that represents our speed, but we need to multiply it by time.delta time so it doesn't rotate too quick. Make sure you close it up, save it using Ctrl+S or Command+S, and we can minimize this for now. Let's attach our script to one of the objects, for example the small circle. Select a small circle and simply drag the script onto it. The reason I put this variable as a public value is because we can now simply adjust the speed here in the Unity editor. Let's see if it works. If we click play, it should rotate. Yeah, seems fine. But I would actually like it to rotate a bit more quickly, so let's set this to 70. Okay, this is much better. So we'll duplicate this script by Ctrl-D, reload this, and this one is called rotate2, but it has an error because the name was left at rotate1. Enter this script and change the name to rotate2, and everything should be fine now. What we also want to change is the direction of the rotations. Instead of back, we will write forward. And make sure you save both of these, minimize. So the small circle has rotate1 and the big circle should have rotate1 as well. The medium circle will have the other rotate script. Now they are rotating just like the original game. Now let's go ahead and duplicate the small circle, and we need to make it even smaller. Let's say 0.05. I'm not sure yet, but let's try. Oh, that's way too small. 0.2 maybe. 0.15. 14. Okay, this actually seems fine. Also duplicate this one and move it on the other side. In the original, these two circles are actually rotating the opposite sides. Let's go ahead and remove the script from one of these. Right click on the script and click on remove component, and then add the other script. It's going to be rotate 2, and this is going to have rotate 1. So now we have a main menu that looks actually decent, but we have no functionality. In the next lesson, we are going to make this button take us to the next scene so we can actually get to the play.